of a Damon Stoudemire.
Many people watching with interest in Indianapolis. The Pacers will be the underdog against either one of these teams. But it's all about matchups, and this is not meant to be disrespectful toward Portland. Almost everybody will tell you that Indiana will face longer odds against the Lakers than they would against the Trailblazers.
There's no question about that, because you always have to deal with the offensive dominance of Shaq inside, and you've got to come up with something that's going to shut down that high percentage play. Portland has done it with a multiple number of players, and now we're in the final stretch.
Pacers won both of their games against Portland this year and split their two meetings with the Lakers, each team winning on its home floor.
Scottie Pippen is still working the referees. He's out of this game. Remember, the Blazers lost their delay of game in the first half. If Scottie messes up here and causes them a technical foul, it could be disastrous.
Schrempf into Wallace, who's guarded by Shaq. He hands it to Smith. Smith with the jumper. Robert Horry had court position. They have to reach in and foul him.
If either of these free throws go down, the Blazers then find themselves in a world of trouble. They have no timeouts. The Lakers need to get the ball, if they get it back, to their top foul shooters. But first things first, and that's Horry knocking down at least one of these free throws.
These are his first attempts of the night at the line. A moment ago, you got to look at the expression on the face of Mike Dunleavy, who has done a great job coaching this Blazer team back from a 3-1 deficit. No team has given the Lakers even close to this much trouble at any time, regular or postseason. Stoudemire hurries to the front court. They don't want to foul him, and he hits the layup.
You have to either foul or steal right away.
Now, Smith holds the ball so they can get their defense set. But again, the idea is to gamble, try to go for a steal, and then foul right away. They foul Horry again. He looks at the official. But that's the only way that Portland's going to have a chance to hope that Horry misses somewhere along the line. They come back, score with either a 2 or a 3, and try it one more time.
If you keep fouling the same guy, now Horry's got a rhythm. He's got the confidence. The crowd is pushing him here. He says, I just did this. I'm going to go up and knock him down right one more time.
A 4-point lead. There should be no pressure on the free thrower.
Short-armed that.
You are ahead, Robert Horry.
He missed them both. Portland's got to hurry. Bonzi Wells pulls up for 3. It's Laker ball with 4 seconds left, and I'm not sure if the predominant emotion here is exhilaration or relief. Steve Smith wound up in the lap of Steven Spielberg in the first row.
If you're the Lakers, throw it long. Don't throw back to your own basket.
It's going to be Robert Horry again with 2.7 seconds. The Pacer plane was pointing west. The question was it due west or northwest? They've got the answer now. That's it. in the fourth quarter. Dunleavy and Jackson meet at midcourt as his teammates embrace Shaq. They went at it tooth and nail, but there's genuine respect and regard between these coaches and among the players on this team. Phil Jackson to LA to get them to the finals. That he did, but not without some deep anxiety here.
It was almost as if once Portland got that lead of 16, they ran out of gas. They became a tentative team, and that Brian Shaw three that you talked about seemed to be the spark to get the Lakers going.
And while the Blazers and some of their fans will point to a non-call late in the game, you can go back to well before that, because the Blazers had a chance to win this, and they gave it away.
Shaq and Kobe are with Ahmad.
All right, thanks, Bob. Shaq, Kobe, winning championships or getting a chance to play for a championship is all about passing tests. Was this the ultimate test for you all?
Up to this point, this has been the ultimate test. They pushed us to the limit. I mean, being down 13 going into the fourth quarter, it was a huge challenge for us.
And Shaq, they threw everything at you. Double team, triple team. You stayed within yourself. Then all of a sudden it comes down to a big defensive play and a lot of made free throws.
And I knew my teammates were going to step up for me. It was hard for me to get my offensive on, but we got a lot of weapons on this team, so what I try to do is just draw and kick. We was 13 down. I told my guys, look, do or die. Time is now. We've been in this position before. We ain't never lost 3 in a row. Let's play. Let's go.
Now,
and they did that.
What happened when you brought everybody together late in the fourth quarter? You had a little huddle outside that other huddle. What'd you say then?
I just told myself, look, it's do or die. We come too far to go home now. Let's just play. Let's just scrap. Don't worry about nothing to play. Take the open shots. Throw it into me, they're going to double, I'm going to kick it back out, take the open shot. And we did that tonight. And I knew my teammates was going to step up overnight because they didn't step up the last 2 games.
Well, you know, always tough during this series to try to get the ball into Shaq. What about the alley-oop you threw to him late in the game?
Well, Pippen was pressured, so I just went around him and had a clear lane to the basket. And I haven't had a lane like that all series long. And all I had was one man behind me, and Brian Grant stepped up, and Shaq was there for the lob.
Shaq, tell me about that. During this series, they kept talking about the depth of Portland. But all of a sudden, this game, Brian Shaw steps up, Robert Horry steps up. You guys have a tough team.
We do have a tough team, and, you know, like I said, it was going to be hard for me to get going in the middle. So what I try to do is get it, keep it, and kick it out to my shooters.
All right, you talked about playing in a game like this, Game 7. This is what heroes are made of. You guys are both heroes today.
This is what makes champions. I mean, we watch Game 7 growing up all the time, and finally playing one is a beautiful feeling.
All right, you know who you're playing, Shaq. Reggie Miller, Indiana. How do you feel about that?
They have a fabulous team. What we don't want to let happen right now is let our focus go. You know, all year we were talking about getting to the finals. Now that we made it to the finals, we need to develop a new focus. And we're playing against Reggie Miller, so I'm sure we'll be very, very focused.
All right, congratulations, guys, on a great game today. All right, let's go down to Jim Gray.
With Mike Dunleavy, Mike, this has got to be a bitter disappointment. You guys were up 16 points toward the end of the third quarter. What happened from there on?
Well, you know, Shaw hit a big shot at the end of the quarter to start the fourth quarter, put him down 13. We got some great looks during the quarter. We didn't put the ball down in the hole. I was disappointed at the end. I thought that Steve made a good drive to the basket. I thought there was some contact on the play, and at least would have made a tighter game. But they played a great game. I'll give them all the credit.
To score just 13 points in the fourth quarter after you had seemingly done everything right through 3 quarters.
Yeah,
what changed?
Maybe our legs, maybe we're a little bit tired. You go back and you look at the shots. Some of the shots we had were great shots. Rashid had a lot of good looks in the bat, you know, point blank range. We had some wide open looks that we didn't make. And they made some big shots. They made some shots when we had contested hands in their face. And, you know, they're an excellent team. I give them all the credit in the world. They did a great job.
Did Portland, maybe your guys, start to celebrate just a little too early? Lose their focus?
Not at all. Not at all. Our focus was there for every second of this game.